Hey everybody, it's Razzie _Dazzy here. We are going to do a Sew With Me live stream. Sew with me means we're sewing. And I'm gonna give you guys some tips and tricks. But I am going to show you how to not sew your fabric onto onto any of your stuff. So my blanket that is on my bed, hold on. So the blanket that is on my bed, it's very loose, so I can't pin like safety pins on there. We're not using my sewing machine because my sewing machine, we all remember what happened to that. So, the reason why there is a pillow here is because we are sewing. And, the pillow is more better than using your bed. Because whenever I make, like, things, I always need to use, like, a sewing thing. I mean, like some hard surface or something that is easy to push the pins down. That's what I usually do. Anyway, I mostly sew with like fabrics that are just a bunch of like shirts and stuff, or like something that I won't use anymore or wear anymore. So yeah. I'm just gonna put on my back brace because I usually stand up whenever I sew. So what we're sewing is my costume. My costume is going to be the puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's. Why? Because, oh snap, sorry. Because because it's more easier for me, and I wanted to cosplay as something else, but my leftover scraps of fabric is gone. Not gone, technically I had to throw it away because my sister's dog peed on my bag when I had to babysit the dog. So yeah, I'm just putting on my back brace. So I'm going to show you the material that we're using. We are using a rip up shirt, another shirt that I use for scraps. It still has like more scraps that I can use on here. I'm going to use the whole thing. This half cut scarf, I think it's a half cut scarf, I don't know. I can still use it, and it stretches, sort of stretches. And another one, and a little bit more of scraps. Oh, we got another pair of scraps. Some leggings. And oh snap, so that's where it went. I found the piece to my sewing machine. I still can't use it because the power plug to that sewing machine is gone. Can't use it anymore. I'm just gonna wait for people to come in. I am going to use my scissors to do all this. This is more like a, I'm gonna teach you guys how I do this and stuff. More than actually doing it. So, for not to accidentally sew the fabric to your pillow or whatever you're using, use like a I'm using this to not sew it onto the pillow. Just slide it under there. Got more spool of thread. Oh, I got some scissors. I got this thing. I don't know what I could use for this. So yeah. So yeah, got some fabric, got my unsalted pretzels, so I can have a snack. I got my sewing. I got my this is like a really messy sewing kit thing, but I still use it. I got this whole thing filled with like sewing needles. Got other spools of thread. It's a little bit messy in here, but it'll still work. Anyway, now that we're done with that, let's get on with the sewing. First, I always like to cut these in half so I can have enough. So that what we're going to do. What I do is cut these things in half. I even cut the sleeves so I can have enough. These scissors aren't working the way I want them to work. Where's the other scissors I have? Oh. They're a little bit off, but they still work. Let's get to cutting. One sleeve. I know sewing is boring, but I like to sew, and also Halloween is almost around the corner, so I always make my costumes. So, this is my pin cushion. It's literally a cat filled with like safety pins and stuff. I mostly use it for like basically anything. I sew a lot, so yeah. I don't think people are here. I think I might have gotten a lot of people confused about the live stream, but I am going to live stream the whole night, so I'm just going to wait. if I made a mistake on the time, I'm sorry. I did make a mistake on the time. I just didn't know if like my camera was going to charge very slow or whatever, but still. So for anyone that isn't here yet, I am sorry. I am going to live stream until like 9 and stuff. So yeah. This is already like cut up already. So yeah. I need to get like a marker or something. Hold on. If I had to do this on the floor, I had to do this on the floor. Hold up. Uh-oh, I dropped my water. Oh, that didn't spill actually. Oh, I hope that really didn't spill. I would be pissed. Anyway, we are going to cut this piece off of here. You guys don't see it? Right over here. And then we're going to use this scarf to make a sleeve. If we don't have enough, I have like an extra plan to do this. Because I think we might have enough fabric to make my costume. I really broke these. Hello. We're making sleeves. We're sewing a bunch of sleeves, actually. We're making like striped sleeves. So I'm using like a scarf and a shirt. So I'm trying to just cut the shirts wide enough so I can use them. Hello. So yeah. Okay. We already got like the line. I had to do this on the floor, by the way. So now we cut this piece. Uh-oh, I made a mistake. It's fine. Also, for people that are here, I won't be making any more live streams for a little while, because on September, I always focus on like my costume, so I might be focusing on my costume for a little while, but I will give you guys an update. It's just no live streams today. I will be making videos. I just won't be live streaming that much. Okay. We have gotten our one stripe. And now we got another stripe. Actually, let me just cut the little fringes on here. We gotta make 2 we gotta make 4 pieces actually. Actually, we're making 1 piece actually. So, how's your guys' day today? My day was alright. I lost my keys. But I think I found them somewhere. I think, or I might. I probably did. I just don't know where I put them at. Okay. Let's start at the end where this piece is. So what we're going to do is pin this down. Pin the other piece down. So do this on a pillow or like a stuffed animal or whatever, so you can get a good crisp sewing piece, I guess. So it can sew down. So it can stay. So the fabric can stay down and it won't be all lumpy. Finally, the air conditioner just decided to come back on. I put like a lot of pins on my fabric so it really doesn't come off. So yeah, I'm gonna shove one of my video games under here so I don't accidentally sew the game. Don't accidentally sew the fabric to the pillow. We're going to use our sewing needle that is a little bit bent. And sew it with black thread. We have this, so we could leave our needle on here as well. If you don't have these kind of push pins or whatever, you could use like a stuffed animal or something. Or like a pillow. Sometimes I pin it on my pants. Oh, hi, sorry. I blacked out a little bit. Let's get some thread in. Like, sewing is like its own form of art, actually. Stupid ads. Oh no. Don't get stuck on my button. Just the string. Look for the end of it. Think I made this way too long. So I've been sewing a lot. Like a lot. So yeah, I've been sewing ever since like 2013, I guess. I think like my teacher in my old school taught me how to sew. Well, she actually taught the whole class how to sew. And then I started sewing by myself. Okay, we finally gotten our thread and needle. So now we can sew. it. Where's my safety pins? There it is. Just needed to make this further down. I'll be right back. Hold on. I have to do something. I'm back. Sorry. Anyway, I'm just in the mood right now. I lost my keys, so can't find them. I know I said that I did find them. I just don't know if I did or didn't. I'm just like in a mood, so yeah. But not to worry, this ain't gonna stop me from sewing. So yeah. I'm just gonna be busy for a little while. That's all. Gonna be busy making these sleeves and also still finding my keys. Because it's still important. Try and look for my keys to my crafting box. Well, I bought like crafting box. I know that I was trying to look for my keys in my crafting box because there is a little bit of stuff that I can use. Sorry, I'm trying to get the lint off of here. I know this looks like nothing, but I am sewing the end of this. I'm gonna show you guys this. Hold on. Hold on. Let me move the whole thing. So yeah, my day started out a little bit crazy today, and I even trashed my entire room, flipping things over, trying to look for it, and it's still ain't showing up. If I can't get into my crafting box, it's fine. I'll try to break it open if I have to. I'm just sort of disappointed because every time I have something, or if something is very important to me, I just keep losing it or accidentally throwing it away. So yeah. But that's how life rolls, right? Not everyone's perfect, so yeah. Maybe they'll show up where I least expect it. Now you can see me what I'm doing. I'm combining these two. I should probably move this safety pin because it's getting stuck in the string. Yeah. I always start my Halloween costumes early because I don't want to do it around October. But I always end up having a backup costume. Yeah, I always have like a backup costume to make whenever Halloween rolls around. So yeah. I've been reading the manga for Gacha Akuta, the anime I've been watching. It's really good. Luckily I finished it, but the manga is clearly not over yet, but I still finished it. It's insane. Like, I'm not one of those people that say like, oh, the manga is better than the anime, or the anime is better than the manga. I'm just more of a who cares, as long as like it's really good and stuff, right? Hello. This is the first time you. Oh, the timing was wrong. Oh, the reason why I made the time like that. Oh, how are you, Razzie? I'm good. I lost my keys to I came for 9. Oh, you are both hardcore gamers and anime meme queens. I am required for you is infinite. Oh, my respect is infinite. Oh, thank you. So, I do love anime. The manga I've been reading for Gachaku is really good. I'm not gonna tell you guys it because I want you guys to actually read it. Because I don't want to spoil the anime. What is your favorite anime? Right now there are 4 animes I'm watching right now that are my favorite. Demon Slayer, Fire Force, and Gachakuta and Dandadan. Those are my favorite. And what else? What else? Oh my gosh, I forgot the other animes I used to watch. I think I watch Assassin's Classroom. What is your favorite grave? Dandadan looks very weird. Not a huge fan of the nerdy main character. Nerdy main characters that I got the girl. What is my favorite has gotta be now are them here and there. Oh, sometimes me too. I think I was watching like Soul Eater because one of my friends was wearing a shirt of Soul Eater, but every time they wear it, it's just like, oh, you hate Sakamoto? Isn't that just cute? Grave? Oh! No, I don't. I do like Sakamoto Days. I want to actually try to watch it because one of my friends recommended to me, and they thought it would be really cool because I like animes that are weird. Like I can't wait to watch like the newer part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The plot in Dandadan is kind of confusing, but when you when you like watch it the whole time, it's actually kind of easy to figure out. It is hard to sew when you're sitting in a small corner. It's not just realistic in real life. The weird, quirky, nice guy don't get the girls as some who get a ton of girls. I just can't relate to the nerd. Yeah. I kind of like it because of the really cool yokai transformations. The romance is kind of cute, but I can see where you're coming from. Us nerds can get girls too, lol. Yeah. Or anybody, to be honest. I hope someone's playing a party outside. I'm gonna turn that up so I don't get randomly copyrighted. So my day was a little bit hectic. I lost my keys, and I scoured my room for them, so. But it's okay. They'll find. I'll find them somewhere. I just know that I had them. I think. I don't know. My brain was everywhere yesterday because I had to go to a party. I had to go to a picnic that was okay. But I will find them. So what I'm making is I'm gonna dress like the puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's, just because, and also it's like easy to make for me to do because the sleeves are easy. I could just attach the sleeves to a dress, and I can make like the puppet mask from Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff, and then I could wear something that matches. So yeah. But my day is getting better. I did talk to like my mom and stuff. I do live with my mom, obviously. Everyone knows that. On this channel. Um my mom just tells me to just don't worry about it, you'll find it, and that's it. Like everyone has their days and everyone has their bad days. So got to just roll with it and deal with it. So I think like in my old school, my teacher tells like whenever like you're frustrated, you can't look for anything, or whenever like my classmates get like frustrated, like the school I went to was like filled with like kids that had disabilities. So yeah. But my teacher always says whenever we get frustrated on our like problems and stuff, she always says, don't be a drama llama. Keep that drama for your llama. Like my whole school, like that school, I really miss because all the teachers were so sweet. Even like all the teachers were like all women. I think the only male staff that we had, the only male teacher that we had was the gym teacher. And one janitor and two people. Well, some of the staffs that we had for like the other kids that are nonverbal were like male, but some of them were just there to do like training because they were like college students. But they were cool. It's just I was like so used to everyone, like some of the nonverbal kids were like my friends, even though they don't talk. I just know that they're like happy when I'm around them sometimes. They even like we do have like in my school we have like a upstairs and a downstairs. And a downstairs. So the downstairs had the little kids, and we called them the little ones because they're little. And sometimes the teachers let let the little kids let us older kids hang out with the smaller kids to just get get us to know them or something, or just help out, more like help out like the teachers from downstairs. And the ironic part is there's only one classroom downstairs, and there's like, I think like 3 kids. I used to like help out with the little kids. They were all nice. They just didn't talk that much. But it was easy. Just played with them, just tried to help them with their work so they don't get like distracted so much. The kids that are older, they're in the middle. They're in like the upstairs. And the school building was like really old, so you can hear everything crack and rickety. The stairs were super like old and stuff. We did have lockers, they were fun. But in the cafeteria, everything was so loud. Like, we had like a small room filled with like a bunch of kids, and sometimes when another person gets triggered by something, another person gets triggered, and then another person gets triggered. It's like a whole full moon situation. But my school was fun. They even had like a work program. We don't get paid. It's more like a training work program for people that want to be, for like students that want to be in the work program. So we had like job coaches, and we go to like the jobs that we go to. I used to work when I was in that work program. I used to work at a doll, not a doll boutique. It was like a fashion boutique, a clothing store. It was really cool. All that I did was just wipe the windows, try to organize like hangers and stuff. I do know sometimes when my job coach, that was also my teacher, whenever we actually have a little bit of time, I was going to ask you to pick out clothing. I was going to ask you to pick out clothing for me. Oh. I do like fashion. It's funny. I wish I could, but I can't see the clothes that you have. I do remember that my plan wasn't going to be a artist. I wanted to be a fashion designer because I love making things. Oh snap! I do not want to get copyrighted because of a commercial. So yeah, I wanted to be a fashion designer, but I realized that I don't know how to do measurements and stuff. So I kind of just like left it and decided, you know what? Combine my fashion designs in my art. Even though the fashion designs I make are a little bit basic. Or try to just make designs and characters. Because I always wanted to be a cosplayer as well. But not dressed like the character. More like if there's like a level in like, I don't know, some kind of video game, I'm always imagining to be in like a ball gown, and it's like that kind of level. It's that level from the game. So I'm just like, that's like more like a dream, so. I have my own dreams, but I had a lot of things that I wanted to be. I wanted to be a video game developer, but I just keep it as a dream. I am an artist now, so that's cool. And I can still be creative and show all my work. Yeah. I can still be creative and show all my work. I combine all three of my talents. I like to make things like crafting, and I like to sew. So I sometimes sew things to a canvas. That's also technically art. Or put my favorite things, put like my favorite video games in my art. Oh yeah. And like, so I'm kind of like rolling with the punches at this point. It's just like, life is life, and you just have to just roll with the punches. Maybe like if you like, let's just say like, let's just, for example, I lost my keys. I was very upset, like really upset, to the point that I was just scouring my room and tossing things, trying to look for it. And I was so stressed out until like my mom told me to just calm down and just, you'll find it eventually, and just say like, all of this happens to us eventually. Like, not eventually, just sometimes it happens. So I'm just, you gotta be more careful with, gotta be more careful where you put it. Yeah, I think, what happened was, my dad lost his phone like when we were getting ready for like the picnic, and we were trying to look for it everywhere, and we couldn't find it, so we went to the picnic. I still had it in my book bag. I always keep it in the strawberry book bag. And then when I still had it, when we were done when we were done with the picnic and putting things away, I came back. My dad's like, I had to open the door, and then what happened was we still had to look for my dad's phone, so I was looking for it everywhere until we finally found it. And then I guess like my mind slipped and didn't know where I put. I guess my mind just slipped and I totally forgot where I put it at. But I always remember putting it in my strawberry book bag. But I did have to carry some stuff in my bag to bring home. So maybe it's somewhere. I don't know. But it's fine. Just like what my teacher always says, don't be a drama llama. Always keep your drama for your llamas. So like I did have other teachers that were like really nice. I think some of our teachers were grandmas. Like some of them did had like crutches and stuff. So they were just really nice teachers. even though some of them couldn't put up with like everybody's craziness. Like, there is more than one time that everyone starts yelling out of random. Like, I think like my teacher had to be my gardening teacher had to be my homeroom teacher and my gardening teacher at the same time, because some of our teachers during the pandemic, some of them retired, especially the ones that we really liked. We did had like everyone in that school was just like everyone could get along with each other. So I think like that's the reason why in the art program some people don't get along with each other, because they can't put up with everyone's yelling and screaming, or like their tiny outbursts of yelling, or just them not communicating because they're nonverbal. Well, some of them is, but it's more like it's just like it feels weird. Like in my old school, we always had talent shows. We had I think like one time we our teachers, one of the staffs, their dad owns like a helicopter company. I think it was a helicopter company, because every time when everyone is outside, the one of the staffers parents, the staffer's dad flies his helicopter over the playground in our school, and it's like really cool because we always say hi. Sometimes we end up having I think like my school always we had like another like club. We had like a club of just no, not teachers. We had a club that was for acting and stuff. The only thing that the school had to get rid of, because my school was on a budget, was the was art and music. But our teachers allow us to be creative. Like, they allow us to draw. They really like our drawings. Like, it was just like more fun. At least like they allowed us to be creative with our art. Like, whenever we have free time, we will draw. I will sometimes draw. We did had iPads, so like free time was literally our iPad time. This was way before like 2020 was the iPad thing. iPad kids thing. We just had them just because. And we only had them on free time. But we did have a garden that was struggling to grow until like we finally fixed it. So now we have so much like critters coming to the to the garden, where there's a point where I think our staffers had to tie a Teletubby to a fence post. You're making me sound like an oldie. Yeah. Thinking about like things back then is really fun. That's why I'm like so obsessed with the 2000s. Like, the 2012 or like 2001 or whatever was really simple for me. Just watching cartoons, thinking about life, having your emotional breakdowns whenever you listen to emo music. And I still do that sometimes, but not all the time. I don't emotionally break down anymore. Listening to Nightcore, waiting for like Marina and the Diamonds to make her newest song, or watching like, I don't know, when MTV was actually good. That's why like I put like my 2000 nostalgia in my drawings. I want to like embrace the 2000s, putting things that in my art to make it look like 2000s look. Like my dream was to be one of those kids wearing like the baggy pants and have like a shirt that you gotten from like Hot Topic. And I still to this day think that a Hot Topic and a Spencer's is really cool. So, for this sleeve, I'm just making it a pattern. Black and white, black and white. So, what's under here is actually just video games, so it doesn't get stuck on the pillow. Because I do remember that one time I did sew my pants while I had it on because it ripped. And I had to go to the bathroom, and I didn't realize that I sewed it onto my leggings under my pants. And I was struggling to go to the bathroom at that point. I did rip a little holes in my leggings, but they were still good. Also, I don't want to get copyrighted by this song. I'm just trying to air conditioner, just drown it out. Like, it's just things were so simple in the 2000s. Maybe it's because I'm just growing up and figuring out my life already. I'm still like 24 and I still am trying to figure out how life works. Am I stressing and struggling? Yes. But I think I'm going to try to control myself and try not to stress so much. Because being a stressful disaster ain't healthy. But I'm also trying to control my focus because I get distracted a lot now lately. So I'm trying to like focus more. So those are my two goals: try not to stress and try to focus more a lot. On things like going to like a certain routine. That's how I do it. So focusing on things I need to do. If I need to do this, I need to do that. I need to do everything because I can't be sitting around on my butt and just daydreaming all the time. Now, like, I think I'm gonna think this through. I'm probably gonna daydream around a certain time when I need to go to sleep. Just make sure you get enough sleep, young lady. Okay. I will. Like, I do want to continue. I do want to continue the Perfect Chaos story, but I want to like. I'm still trying to show it in my art program, just painting and making the comic there. But they don't have enough canvases, so I'm just like, you know what? I think it would be better to just draw all the characters out, take a picture of them, and then you could remember which characters you could put in. But all I have been doing was just making things. I do have to do a drawing for like a I guess for like another thing that the staffers told me about. Did you play Date Everything since the last time? Yes. I played it a little too much, so I'm taking a break off of it for now. I'm kind of taking a break because October is a little bit too close, because I always start my costumes around like September or like August. I always start them early. So I'm trying not to be on like my PlayStation and just focus on this, and then I'll get back to things. Like, I won't be like making live streams, but I'll still make Let's Plays on my channel and show a little bit of my art. Because making art and sewing is sort of easy. I'll probably just do I'll just do more sewing because I only need to do one sleeve at a time, and then I'll just draw for a little bit. This would have been more easier if I had my sewing machine, but it doesn't have like the portable plugs. So my sewing machine is portable, so I don't have like the plugs for it. I lost them. Or like the pedal part. So I don't have like the power plug or the pedal anymore. So it doesn't work anymore without like those two things. So all that I'm doing is just hand sewing. And I've been hand sewing for a long time, so doesn't mean that this talent didn't go away. Plus, besides, I'm still trying to learn my sewing machine. I always have to... How did you lost them? So, when I was babysitting my sister's dog, I noticed that that dog has been peeing under my bed while I was sleeping. So I had a fabric bag full of fabrics from like making teddy bears and stuff, or like making like costumes. I remember making costumes. Not remembering making costumes. I remember. Yeah, he peed on a fabric bag. Yeah. the funniest thing is, I did not know he peed on it until the dog left. And then a couple of months later, I was like, okay, it's time to get started on my costume, time to grab out my fabric bag to find the certain fabrics that I need. All of the scraps are peed on, except for like some of the black and white fabric that I needed. It was peed on the bottom. And I was like, how did I not smell that in my room? And yeah. And I think when I threw it out, I think I didn't think clearly. I didn't think that I threw out my sewing my plugs to my sewing machine until I realized they were gone. Because I looked everywhere to find them, and they're not anywhere. And then I was like, maybe I might have accidentally threw them out with the fabric bag because I didn't look in there hard enough. I didn't look in there close enough. And I was so pissed. So I was just like, you know what? I can still do this. I can just hand sew it. It'll just take a longer time, but I've done it before. I actually I do remember, okay, this is loud as hell. I do remember making I think my first cosplay, I played, this was on Halloween, so it was sort of a cosplay. I cosplayed as the main character from Demon Slayer, so there was no weapons in school, like even if they're fake. I made Nezuko, like a fake Nezuko, and a basket, and made like Nezuko peeking out of the basket. And I made like the straps and everything, and I hand sewed that whole entire thing. So you have short hair? Yeah, I have short hair. It's not like buzz cut short, it's more like a bob short. But it's growing. Like, when I mean bob, I meant like, how am I gonna say this? Alaska Girl from The Incredibles kind of short. But it's growing, and that's a good thing. But when I told my sister that all of my fabrics are gone, she owes me a whole bunch of fabrics now, because I had those fabrics ever since 2013. I collected those things for a long time. I never waste the fabric anyway. Heck, I already had a plan on making a fabric worm with all those scraps. Like a giant worm that I can make with like patches of fabric. Like, if I have like projects, but if it's taking up too much space, I have to like take it apart. I think I have, and the worst part is, I do remember having a Sonic plushie. I'm just hoping that it was out of something. I think. If it was in that bag, I'm just stupid. I'll probably just make another one anyway. I'm not that stupid, but I just make mistakes. So, yeah. Everyone does. So, yeah. But I've been watching and reading Gacha Kuda and the anime as well. I kid you not, just watching it makes me more calm and less stressed. And it's really good. I've been reading the book. I actually finally finished it. Well, sort of. I only finished like the last I finished it until the end of the last chapter. But it was good. It was a good thing. It was a good read. I've been reading My Wife is a Demon Queen. Is it that one of those romance mangas? I think I have read a romance manga before. Has anyone ever read like webtoons comics before? I have. Like, they're kind of good. I think I actually finally finished this one it's not a romance comic yet, but it should be later on. Okay, that's good. I was reading a webcomic about like, I forgot what it was, but it was all like fantasy and stuff. But it was really cool. I think it was like same sex same sex romance, like boy love romance. But it was actually kind of good and funny. I think the webcomic was called Dark Lord and the Dark Lord and the Cabbages. Dark Lord and Cabbages, yeah. It was like a weird name, and I was like, you know what, let me just read it. And it wasn't even that bad. It was cute. I liked the little romance. The art style was pretty. I do remember when I used to have webtoons. There was a book called My Giant Nerd Boyfriend. And it's like a really long read. It's actually about like the author's real life and her actual giant nerd boyfriend. And she was also a nerd too. She goes to cosplays and stuff, but it was just more like a funny stuff. And I think she actually stopped making the comic. I'm not a giant, but I am a nerd. Yeah. I'm actually tall. I'm not like giant. My brothers are giant, but I'm actually like 5'6". I'm like 5'6" tall. And top it all off, 5'9". Yeah, that's somewhat tall. It is tall. I don't wear like high heels. I wear like wedges. on my shoes. I wear wedges, and I only have like a couple of wedges in my room. So like wedge high heels because I can't walk in like regular stilettos without like falling. But I do like a chunky Frankenstein boots. Those are really cool. This is how much we have done, so I'm going to finish this on my own tomorrow because I will be very sleepy. Yeah. So yeah. What you can actually like follow the author. They actually like create things. I'm going to leave my home. Gonna leave at 7 for work tomorrow. Oh, okay. Try to have fun at work. Um, what? As I was saying, my brain is everywhere today. Um, the giant nerd, my giant nerd boyfriend. Um, when I followed the author, she posted like so much stuff. She even posted her boyfriend, and he's like really like tall, tall. Like he, the girl is like up to her, like on the half of her boyfriend's shoulder. And when I finally like decided to go back on Webtoons, I looked at one of her posts, and she got married to him, and it was so cool. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. And everyone says we need a sequel to My Giant Nerd Boyfriend, and everyone wanted to call it. I saw the comments, and someone wrote My Giant Nerd Husband, and I was like, oh, that's cute. Actually, speaking of like cosplay, when I was going, I used like a car service to go to like my art program. Um, when I finally went to my return trip to go back home, I saw a bunch of like people coming back from like a convention or going to a convention, and I saw them dressed like Demon Slayer characters. I saw like one person with really cool jeans. They were like baggy jeans, but they had all the JoJo characters printed on there. And I thought that was like really cool, and I wanted them. One person was dressed like Sailor Moon. One day maybe I will go to a Comic-Con. I'll probably just wear an anime shirt, but I will wear an anime shirt of an anime that I actually watch, because I do remember wearing a shirt that had Dragon Ball, like Goku, or like I did have like another one that had Naruto on it. I still have it. I just like, if I wear that, I don't want like anyone to say like, oh, do you watch like Naruto or something? And I'm like, I can't say anything because I haven't watched that show in years. And so yeah. I would probably just go to Five Below and hoping that they have like anime shirts with like Demon Slayer or something. Something that I actually do watch. We're almost done with this. So about those little matchboxes I'm making in my art program that I've shown before in my post. I wanted to make them into like little like cubbies or like little like areas, but I decided to make them little libraries. I put like shelves in there, so I'm like, let me just make books. And then I like shoved like other like little trinkets that I have and just shoved them in there. I've been listening to an artist named Ash Nico. She's like a rapper, I think. Yeah, she is a rapper. And I've been listening to her new her upcoming album that she's going to make. Like one of my favorite songs of hers is Trinket and Sticky Fingers. I don't listen to any actual rappers. Well, she's more like a indie rapper, sort of. She's like really cool. And she's the only she's the second artist that is a part of the LGBT community. I think she made like a song that was about her first crush for her other album called, I forgot what it was called. I think it was called Weed Killer, I think. And the song was like Miss Nectarine. Wait, Mrs. Nectarine. And I do listen to Jasmine Bean. They have like a really nice music. I love their album tragic livelihood, tragic livelihood or something. I don't know what it was called. I think like on that album, one of my favorite songs is Shit Show and Bitch with a Gun. They're not rappers either. I listen to indie music sometimes, but sometimes I will listen to like heavy metal, rock, indie music, a lot of like 2000s music, but it's only has to be rock and roll. I listen to Icons for Hire. I listen to Set It Off. I listen to a band called Get Scared. I listen to another artist named Ray. So, do you like Linkin Park? No, not really. Their music is okay. It's just not something that I would jam to. What else? I think I stopped listening to one artist just because her past resurfaced. Her past resurfaced and shed a lot of light. This artist, this is how like my channel came to grow, because I've been using that artist's songs for like my other videos. Melanie Martinez. Yeah, I stopped listening to her after the whole allegations and stuff. It's not because the fact that the whole situation is more like kind of feels like you really don't trust her. Even when it started the first time when those allegations happened, my mind just went like, you know what? If no one knows what happened, I'm still gonna listen to her music. I probably won't. I'm not gonna trust the things that she's gonna say, or the person that is involved in the allegations, what they say. So I left it be until the person that is a part of the allegations came back, and then it shed a lot of light with the with like other things. And you know me with like fan bases, I do not steer clear. I don't like it when fan bases are a little bit crazy, and they, especially with like fans that are artists, that are like fans of like artists, like musicians. They take it a little bit too overboard. So that's why I'm just like, you know what? I'll stop listening to Melanie Martinez and just listen to other music. I listen to Lucy Liu. She is a transgender. I think she's transgender. I don't know. She is really good at her music. I love her song Blood Mansion. And another, what other song? What other song she made? Oh, 1, 2, 3. That's her other song. And Body Bag. So yeah. So for anyone that or if you guys, if some, I doubt like some of my fans are there anymore. So some of the fans I did had when I started using Melanie's music for my YouTube short videos are even still here. That's how I feel about Melanie. I can't like technically trust the things that she say or the things that she's trying to shed light to the situation. I can't say it on YouTube, but if you guys like look up what happened, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's just say I'm no longer a crybaby, or what her fans call them, or whatever, or earthling. I used to make like art. I even made like a Melanie Martinez OC when I first heard her. And now I'm just like no longer making that kind of art anymore. Also, the inspiration's over now. I could gain so much inspiration in like any kind of media until like if I'm only stuck on one media, it'll just drain me out a little bit because there's not that much to work on. Because if I already used it all to make like something cool. I wish I could play Ashnikko's music, but I don't want to get copyrighted. Like, her music is more like sassy, less like all kind of rappy. It sounds like alternate pop rap or something or whatever. Oh, and I also listen to Snow Wife. She's a good artist. I listened to her song Wet Dream, American Horror Show. What else? Her other song, Crazy. So yeah. I do listen to video game music. I listen to the whole soundtrack of Jet Set Radio. Especially if it's like instrumental music from video games, I will still listen to it. So for anyone about like the reason why I was talking about the fan base is because I think like the person that was talking about the whole fan base and doxing her and stuff, that was more like it's crossing the line now if that's gonna happen. I crossed the line with that because some fan bases need to like calm down and don't do if someone has an opinion or anything else, just let it be an opinion. That's why whenever I'm in like a video game fan base or an anime fan base, I just stay away. I just completely stay away and not give anyone my opinion on any situation, if it's an artist or if it's like manga or like an anime that had like a plot that was just something that the fan base didn't like. In my opinion is like a different opinion and they get mad at it. So basically I steer clear from the toxic fan bases. Okay. So yeah, okay. Just finished one side. I'm about to get tired. Yeah. So, I'm gonna leave it here for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live stream more than I did. I did talk about like negative stuff and happy stuff, but that is fine. Yep. But hey, I like talking to you guys whenever I do a live stream. This is going to be the last live stream for now because I'm going to be focusing on this costume the whole day until I like listeners. I like listeners to you talk about anything. Yeah. Thank you so much. That's like the first time. Good luck with your costume, Razzie. Thank you so much. I need it. Okay, let me just put this away. So, yeah, this is what we did for a little bit. We still need to do all of it at the end, so. I still need to do all of it at the end. I still have, like, extra more, so. Anyway, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to the channel. And hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I will see you in the next one. I'll see you in the next Let's Play. And for now, until next time, always stay creative. Bye. Okay.